Hi, welcome back to TheEndStep, Adam versus James. This is Experiment 1, which has been around a little bit since Gatecrash came out. One of the bigger changes I'm going to try out today is Crimson Muckwader instead of Mog Flunkies. Some people have been playing Mog Flunkies, and while it's fine, it's still another 3/3 to go along with your Flinthoof Boars. It just has a drastic downside if you don't have another guy. I mean, granted, you're playing 30 creatures, so he should have a buddy, but it seems just a slight downgrade to Muckwader. Like, you're going to lose the toughness, but you're going to gain, like, the sometimes irrelevant ability of regenerate. So, like, he can fight a Thragtusk and live. He can live through a Supreme Verdict. So now you have, like, 7 regenerate guys, which is not as bad, you know. So in conjunction with an aristocrat, you'll have some guys that can like survive a verdict, which should be pretty good. The curve, it has a pretty smooth curve with a decent amount of 1s and 2s, 2 being the most, and then you only have 3/3s with Dreg Mangler for another haste guy, and then you have the spell guy / 4/4 beater in Ghor-Clan Rampager, and then you have your top end with aristocrat. Then you only have 7 spells. It's 30 creature deck, 7 spells with Searing Spear, Abrupt Decay, and Dreadbore. So it plays out similar to the aggro Naya decks, but your removal is just like way better. Like Abrupt Decay hits like all the other things in the aggro matchup, so you don't slow down as much as they do. And then Dreadbore is just a better catch-all. Like sorcery speed stinks, but it's effective. It gets the job done. The mana base is pretty straightforward. It's the 12 shocks in your colors, 3 basics. And the reason there's really any basics at all is because you want turn 1, experiment 1 as much as possible. So now you have 10 sources to get him into play. The additional mountain is to turn on your Flinthoof Boar, so now you have 9 mountains. And then you just have a smattering of the M10 and Innistrad dual lands to round it out. And then 1 Kessig Wolf Run, which a lot of people aren't running main deck, but I feel like it's a mistake in this deck. I feel like you can go with your 23rd land being a Wolf Run and be okay. There'll be times when it'll punish you a little bit, but I just don't think it will punish you that much. The reward is worth it. It's not like a Naya deck with Boros Reckoner where you can really get punished because you can't cast turn 3 Reckoner. That's about it. So we have a classic aggro versus control matchup for you guys today. I'll be back with the sideboard for this deck in 1 second. Alright, we're back here with the sideboard for Experiment 1. We have essentially stuff to complement the aggro matchups and stuff to complement the control matchups. So Domri Rade comes in against control, Duress comes in against control, and then if they have a very heavy like Snapcaster plan like Flash or something, you can bring in some ground seals, which isn't as bad as some other graveyard hate because at least cantrips for you. It's an additional card. It also works quite well with Burning-Tree Emissary because you can just cast it right off of that card. And against any of the other green aggro decks like Naya Humans, Naya Midrange, and the larger Naya deck, Olivia, Nighthawk, and Silverheart are all-stars. They pretty much all take over the game individually. Olivia is the best by far, but Silverheart and Nighthawk, especially if you can get them together, this is pretty sweet. So Ground Seal plus Grafdigger's Cage is your diverse removal for the Reanimator deck, most likely humans these days. And then your another catch-all is your 3rd Abrupt Decay. Just a very good removal spell. Hits Detention Sphere, hits all the other Reckoner or Smiter, all that stuff that you're going to see that in the 3 or less spot. That's about it. Thank you.